got to be BMW at its best.
Welcome back to Collecting Cars. Today I'm checking out what makes this 1974 BMW 2002 Tii one of the greatest driver's saloon cars of all time. So what makes a great driver's saloon? Quality design and styling, performance, and a car that's fun to drive that puts a smile on your face. This car has all three, and first of all, I think this could easily be the best era of BMW design. Shark nose, two doors, and no silly grille. The design is absolutely timeless. Beautiful form, wrapped up in a reliable German package. This car, of course, has been modified in a way that suits the 2002 so well. One of the previous owners, a chap named Dave, I believe, did a great job at taking the time to find the right parts for this car, for the particular look that he was going for. He's managed to capture the look of those racy touring cars without losing the key features of the 2002. The flares, for example, give the car a much more aggressive stance. Once those were fitted, the original 13-inch wheels would have looked a bit too small behind those new arches, so they were upgraded with these new 9-inch wide, 15-inch wheels, which look so much better. The original bumper down here has been removed to reveal the full face of the car, and a lip spoiler added here and a ducktail at the back. And then there's this fabulous Marlboro livery inspired by the racing cars of the 60s and 70s, a homage to the Group A 6 Series perhaps, but it just looks so good on this BMW 2002. And by the way, we are big on our racing liveries at Collecting Cars. If you haven't seen our GR Yaris, click here to see the video of how we've wrapped it. The second thing which makes a great driver's saloon is performance. And whilst this won't take your breath away, it will thrill you to drive. Under the hood is the legendary M10 four-cylinder unit. Among other things, it's characterised by a bored block with TII pistons, a lightened and finely balanced crankshaft, and 0.45 Weber carburettors. There's also an E30 oil pump, an electric fuel pump, a Bosch ignition coil in combination with Magnacore ignition cables, Samco silicone hoses, and a custom stainless steel cooler. This all results in an impressive performance, which at around 160 horsepower is almost on par with the original 2002 turbo. And those extra horses really do make the difference when you get out here on the open road. The short nose of this thing means that you're looking straight out on the tarmac, and therefore you can really think about where you're placing the front of the car into those corners. The steering feels nicely weighted, and because you've got such a good power to weight ratio, you can really chuck it in through the corners. You then sat behind this lovely leather trimmed Nardi steering wheel, from which you can enjoy the rest of the interior cabin of the O2. Very simplistic dial arrangement in front of you with a few sympathetic additions with things like this. We've got the oil pressure gauge over to the right, and in the center console we've got this cluster where we've got the power, ignition, the fuel pump on and off, and a cutout switch down there at the bottom. The gear lever has also got the Nardi treatment, so it's got this lovely leather cover on it which feels great in your hand as you're shifting down gears. Let's listen to her as she winds up. Lovely pops and bangs. Let's chuck it into this corner a bit. Oh, it's a great road. Stinking hot day, no air conditioning, but I could not care less. So good looks, heritage, build quality and performance you can use. And most important of all, lots of fun to drive. It's long since turned into a true classic, the 2002, which makes the hearts of those that are fans of the blue and white brand from Munich jump with joy whenever they see one of these cars, and having spent the afternoon with this little rascal, I can understand why. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content, and tell us down in the comments if you think the 2002 TII deserves to be revered as one of the best driver saloons of all time.